Hi there, this is Maria here with the Art Journal. How are you all doing today? I hope you're doing great, that you're blessed, and that you've been arting and crafting. I am going to work on this. I have been trying to fill up many pages. I have a few projects going on here, and it needs a lot of work. There's a lot of blank pages, so I thought I would work on it today. And I had started putting some collage down and right here in one of these pages that maybe I will attempt to finish today. And what it is a kitty here. My cat looks a lot like this cat, except my cat has a lot of white on him. Compared to him, he doesn't have any. Anyway, and I have an image in my mind of what I would like this to be, only because I had an experience with this kitty. When he was a couple years old, I had come downstairs one night around midnight to get a drink of water, and I had barely had any light in the room, and it scared me to death because he was on top of the fridge staring down at me in the middle of the night in a semi-dark or pretty dark house, and it just scared me to death. So that reminds me of him doing that, even though at the time he was standing perfectly straight staring down at me this way, and just like a statue. It was hilarious. Now that I think about it, it's hilarious, but not back then. So anyway, I have chosen some collage images that I would like to use and see what happens with that, and some words. I have some colors in mind that I may like to use for this. It'll be a bright page, maybe some washi tape, and maybe some painted papers that I have here, and maybe some scrapbook paper as well. Let's just do a bunch of collage and see what I can come up with. I hope you enjoy it. I hope it turns out well. So as I am doing this voiceover, my dog is in the background sleeping and snoring. Let's hope that it does not interfere with the sound. Please forgive me if you hear funny noises. I just don't have the heart to kick him out of my room. And what I'm doing here, as you see, is collaging some washi tape, and I have added some painted papers that I've had laying around. And I did draw a lady that represents me. I also have a clock here and a few words that I think go well with the theme of the spread, with my experience. I am adding a little bit of white gesso here, and even though it covers a lot of it, I like the effect that it gives me. I also use a wet wipe to remove a little bit of it, and it gives it a hazy look. I am trying to create a refrigerator here with those lovely orange red colors that I was able to blend. I'm adding a little bit of those colors to the kitty. I find that if you do that to different objects around the spread, it brings them together. I am adding some lighter tones, and eventually I add more white so that he looks exactly like my kitty. I just play around back and forth with the white on top of the collage, and even though I covered a lot of those papers, I enjoy the fact that it just gives it depth and dimension. In my opinion, it is interesting. I decided to add some collage paper here. This is scrapbook paper, and I'm trying to create an interactive page. The refrigerator has a door now that opens up, and I want to put stuff inside of it. I am covering it with paint, making that door solid so that I can tuck it in and it's not going to rip. If you like this video, please give it a thumbs up so that we can push out a positive message to other people. This is a very happy spread because it reminds me how our kitty came into our lives. He was an answer to a longing desire in my heart to have a cat. He actually showed up at our house from the alley on the birthday of my deceased father-in-law. And that was very special in itself, and I have always been just grateful to God for giving me the desires of my heart. It was so unexpected, and I'm very blessed for it. God is so good. He provides for us in a very loving way and so unexpectedly, as in this case. And I am very grateful, and I always remember that His timing is perfect. So I encourage you, keep waiting on the Lord. He's faithful. Here I am creating a head covering for this lady. I just like to do that. And I use some printing in the back of a piece of paper as I put some Stabilo down around the outline of the head covering on the page. I got it wet and I was able to print it on the paper and cut it. I had added some washi tape to match the blues on the page. Right now I am just touching up the washi tape images with some pink paint and just adding more flowers inside, just having fun. This was a lot of fun to create. I collaged the words "I love you" that I had laying around, and of course you can tell the head covering I had attached to the head on purpose because I want that interactive feel. Here I am messing with her face. I am trying to get a fearful look, and I think I accomplished what I wanted. I didn't really have a very good reference, but I'm happy with that level of emotion there. And it is kind of hard to work with little faces trying to get the details, but I was happy with it. I am just outlining things with pencil here because I like the sketchy look. Just adding some finishing touches here, going around the outlines of the varied elements here with pencil, and also finishing up her skin with some paint. I am outlining my kitty with pencil as well to make him more defined, and I'm really happy at how this is turning out. Inside the refrigerator you see a pot of marmalade that I collaged from a book. And I did color it orange because marmalade has wonderful childhood memories for me. And I did want to name my kitty Marmalade because he has the same color. However, my family did not like that idea, so at least I get to keep my marmalade pot inside my refrigerator and I can have it whenever I want. I am highlighting here the circles from the original collage paper with white gel pen, and here I am darkening the pattern of checkerboard that I had put in there. And it's interesting because when I planned on doing this spread, before I actually did it, I had the image of a checkered board in black and white with a pot of marmalade. So I went ahead and added the words marmalade, and I am doing a little journaling. Now I am outlining a little bit of the word heaven. I'm decorating inside of this flap that I made for her head covering. That was just for fun. I think it's a neat interactive feature again, because I remember as a child how much fun those interactive books were. So I think it's really cool to add that concept here into our art journals. Adding some yellow here just for warmth. or marmalade color and highlighting the background a little bit, or bringing out the texture, I should say, with some black coloring pencil. One of my favorite things to do. Just a little doodling there. This was so much fun. Okay, I am finally done with this and I absolutely love it. It's colorful and whimsical and it has so much meaning. My kitty's name is Levi and that means join. And he actually joined our family from the alley. He was an alley cat. He was 5 weeks old and he was very sick. I was going to give him up for adoption after I took him to the vet. And my husband said, he's cost us so much money, we're going to keep him. It was great because I had longed to have a cat so badly for so long, and it was like almost a gift from heaven, really. I couldn't have cats. My son and I have allergies and asthma, but they're pretty much in remission. Allergies, I still have some, but I've always taken medication for allergies. So having him didn't do anything to that. And he's been great. We've had him for 10 years. And he's probably the only kitty I will ever own. The first and only one. And we just love him. He makes us so happy, and I so received my little wish from heaven. Here's my little interactive refrigerator with marmalade that has special meaning to me since I was a child. Little interactive stuff. I'm going to put one of those glue dots here to hold it in place. And that's it. I hope that you have enjoyed this video and that you had fun watching it, as much fun as I did making it and painting this, and that you played along. Come back and see me next time. You'll be very blessed. Take care. Thank you for watching. Bye-bye.